Scotland, a land with a diverse landscape and fascinating history. This small European nation, once famous for its spiritual giants, like missionary explorer David Livingstone, Reformation leader John Knox, King James I, and fearless missionary Mary Slessor, has now become a spiritually dark place, in need of missionaries from abroad. Where churches once thrived, many are now turned over to wicked amusements, and many Scots now rely on the faith of their fathers for their own salvation. Rick and Sarah Demastus are church planters who are burdened for the Scots and are excited about bringing the light of the world back into Scotland.
We arrived in Scotland in August of 2017, where we spent our first year acclimating to the culture and working alongside Carl and Lita Miller in Inverary, Scotland. After our first initial year, we made preparations to start a church in Aberdeen, Scotland. We found a community center where we can hold multiple services. We passed out over 10,000 leaflets in the community, and we held meet and greets to get to know people in the community. Open Door Baptist Church held its first service on 7th October 2018, and the Lord continues to bless His work. Since the start of Open Door Baptist Church, we have seen consistent growth through our Sunday and midweek service. We spent much time in door-to-door evangelism, street evangelism, and passing New Testaments in the community. We've held large Sundays, held kids events, and we held fellowship meetings within our church family. Throughout this time, we've seen souls come to Christ. We've seen those saved follow the Lord in believers' baptism. We've had consistent discipleships week after week. We've encountered many different challenges throughout our time here. And the first few months of arriving on the field, our daughter Jocelyn contracted RSV. She had to spend a few nights in the hospital, but was able to come home just in time for Christmas. When our daughter Gracelyn was just 4 months old, she contracted an unknown illness. Through much investigation and days of watching her grow a rash on her body, have an uncontrollable fever, and just have no energy to do the things that she would do at her age, the doctor diagnosed her with Kawasaki disease and was able to give her the treatment immediately. We knew everything was all right the moment Gracelyn looked at us and smiled. Just a couple months later, COVID-19 affected the world. We had to shut down our in-person services, and we held online services and Zoom studies throughout the week. The Lord continued to bless His work even during this time. When the guidelines came through that we were able to hold in-person services once again, we started outdoor services, and many families came out who were interested in our church from viewing us online, and we've seen them come to Christ and follow the Lord in believers' baptism. We were able to come back to the community center following their COVID-19 guidelines, and we had consistent services throughout the week. The Lord provided for us a new building in the Colts area. We were able to hold in-person services like normal. Due to the fact we moved to a whole new area, prevented some families from being able to come to our in-person services. A church in the States provided funds for us to be able to purchase a 17-passenger van to be able to use to pick up these families and bring them to church. What a blessing it is when the Lord provides. The Lord continues to bless His church even this day, where we're able to hold a Sunday and a midweek service, as well as small group services throughout the week. We thank the Lord for His blessings. We thank the Lord for His calling. And we thank the Lord for keeping us safe during this time. We also want to thank our churches. Thank you so much for your consistent prayer and support. This is fruit that abounds to your account. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you.